This feels like an awkward silence between you and me because I don't know what to say. I turned 24. What day is it today? The 12th? I turned 24. Scruffy. I turned 24 12 days ago. Is it you? Can you see yourself? I turned 24 12 days ago, and it obviously doesn't feel that much different to 23, but I think because I'm born on the 29th of February, I can't help but measure my life in leap years. And I'm thinking about my last leap year birthday when I turned 20, and the one coming up when I'll be 28, and both of those ages sound old because at least when I was 20 I could think, oh, my last birthday I was 16, I still feel young. And I know it sounds really silly for someone my age to be like, oh, I don't feel young at all. But it does feel like that because this is sort of the last year I become eligible for a lot of things aimed at young people. I see things that are sort of open to people aged 16 to 25, young people's things and stuff like that. So I'm very, very hyper aware that I'm not going to be considered a young person soon, which is weird because I feel like I am, I don't know, young at heart and things like that. And I'm young now, yes I know, but I feel like I am young at heart and stuff like that. And I can't imagine myself being mature. Can you not imagine it either? And I can't really imagine myself being a mature person giving advice and leadership to younger people than me. It sounds so strange, it sounds so wrong. I don't like it. While I'm here, thank you everyone for all your comments and support on my last video with Scruffy. He is doing much better now. He is completely back to normal. His naughty self giving us the run around. He's great. And back to my birthday. Now I'm 24. My next leap year birthday I'll be 28. Lee will be 30. These sound like adult ages with adult responsibilities and things to do there. It's really, really odd. I always viewed myself as being a successful young person, if that makes sense. And the level of things I'm at right now with my career, with this, with my hobbies and things, it's not at the level I want to be. In my eyes, I'm very lucky that I've got a good job, a well-paying job. I live in a good, safe country and things like that. But it's still not what I'm not where I want to be with things. And is it partly because of things like COVID, ADHD, not getting the medication for that because of the 3-year waiting list, which is reset now I've moved to Oxford. These things like that, specifically COVID and ADHD, to be honest, there's not really many other things, but these sort of things have felt like, financial things as well. So in those terms, I don't feel like I've achieved my goals or got where I want to be. So I'm convinced that in my head, this is my last year of being a young person. Maybe we'll stretch it to 25 when I turn 25. But in my head, this is my last year of being a young person. So I want to make the most of it. And I'm trying to say to myself, right, this is going to be the year that you're going to achieve or at least make huge progress on your dreams, do the things you want to do. Don't just sit around waiting for it to happen to you. Because I had and everyone did, 2 years, my early 20s were just spent surviving, obeying the lockdown rules, not being able to go anywhere. 2.5, even 3 years were just spent doing that, not focusing on my ambitions or my hobbies or things I want to do, partly because so many things were locked down and things that we couldn't pursue those interests, those hobbies and stuff. And now, because of that, I've suddenly put this pressure on myself to achieve all these things now, because I've suddenly lost 2-3 years to COVID, to the pandemic, and I've got to get it back quickly. So that's how I'm feeling right now. But obviously I've got things working against me. I've got our financial trouble. I've got ADHD, which doesn't help in any way, shape or form. So yeah, I don't want this year to be marked by this pressure, this race to become and look successful and things like that, but this is just where my head is at right now. I'm determined to always put an optimistic spin on things. I never want like any of my videos to end on a down point, because this isn't really a down point, this is just me explaining like where I'm at in my life. And hopefully if a little bit of pressure might be good, it might encourage me to pursue my interests more. I really would like, it would be really nice if I could get better at YouTube and doing things like that. But I felt very much, you okay? But I felt very much in a sort of creative rut with things like that as well. We went to Crufts last weekend and we got quite inspired to see what we can do with Scruffy, like, I don't know, agility or fly ball or something like that. So Scruffy has goals and ambitions as well. I have goals and ambitions for Scruffy, okay, but my main problem with Scruffy, and I suppose it's not really holding me back right now, but it has the potential to, is that somehow Scruffy has separation anxiety. He's upset at the door right now because I'm not letting him come in here because he barks. Yeah, he cannot be away from us even for a second, and I do blame myself because, you know, there's no one else to blame, because, you know, me and Lee raised him, and I said we won't train him to be alone yet because he's too young for it, and also when he was very young he was very barky and stuff like that anyway, and I didn't want him to bark anymore. I was so paranoid and anxious about the neighbours hearing him and complaining and things like that. But now he's older and he does bark less, but he cannot be alone by himself even for a second, and this is not a quick fix. Separation anxiety is going to take a long time to work through with him, basically. And that's my fault, and I take full responsibility for that. Don't get me wrong, I love Scruffy so much, he's the best, but it is an issue. Anyway, I said I'd been in a creative rut with YouTube, and it's very true. I just have. If you have any ideas or suggestions for videos I could make, I'd really, really appreciate it, and it would probably really help get me that creativity back, giving me ideas and things like that. But anyway, I'm filming this because I'm working from home now and Lee is in work. We alternate days and things like that, so one of us is always there to watch him. Even if Scruffy could be alone by himself, we obviously wouldn't leave him for the whole working day and things like that. Like I said, I'd only want to leave him for like a couple of hours at a time, but this is where we're at. Oh god, I'm tired. Oh, I totally forgot, that's another thing that's sort of working against me, is just being chronically fatigued all the time. If I do have energy to do one task in the day, it's usually to walk Scruffy or to do housework. So YouTube videos hasn't been very high at the top of that list either. It could be long COVID because I can't really remember, but I feel like this might have come on after I got COVID, but I'm not sure. But like I said, I want to be optimistic about things, so please give me any video ideas that you'd like to see from me, or shorts ideas or anything like that. It'd be really, really nice to hear from you. And I'm hoping that, you know, this year we'll be more successful. We're going to start achieving those dreams, things like that. Anyway, I'm really keen to try uploading more, so I will hopefully be seeing you all very soon, much sooner than my last video, and filming more and a variety of content as well. So, see you. Bye.